If you don't believe who you want to become, if you don't believe in her, if you don't encourage her, if you don't hype her up, if you don't love her, if you don't be there for her, if you don't show up for her, why would other people? That's heavy today, because I'm currently going through a situation where people are requesting that I show up for them, but they're not capable of showing up for themselves. And it's a very uncomfortable topic and conversation, because when you have to tell somebody like, hey, I know what you said to me, but what you said don't align with what you do. How do we fix that? Y'all know we get a scratch in their head, like, oh my God. No, like, we have to start unpacking those, situations, because it's literally a form of a mask. We spend so much time looking at social media, reading books, toxic comparison could become a thing from simply studying something. I was taught, like, study long, study wrong. Compliments are fine. If you're interested, if you're intrigued, that's nice. Questions. How did you get that? What do I got to do to obtain that situation in my life? First and foremost, always seeking the most high. But how many of us is really doing that? I can't speak for everybody, but I know at one point in my life, I was not at all, until I started saying stuff like that to myself 4 years ago. I look back today from 4 years ago, and my kids can tell you, my husband can tell you, I can tell you, my colleagues can tell you, my business partners can tell you, I am not the same person that I was. Like you got to remember, like, my life before now, before marriage, before I had more babies, I was a totally different individual. And I wasn't feeling like I was given the space to be who I am right now. So I dumbed this version of me right now. I dumbed it down to make others happy. And I want to encourage people that are out there that are doing that to stop right now. Because if you don't believe in who you are, if you don't believe in who you are becoming, if you don't believe in what you want to come, bless you, how are you looking for that to be reciprocated from others? Y'all know I love that word, because everything in this world is a transaction. It's transactional. So if I don't believe in me, you're not going to believe in me. If you don't believe in you, I'm not going to believe in you. It makes absolutely no sense for us to be sitting here saying, oh, I'm going to become, I'm going to become, I'm going to become. But then behind closed doors, you're negative self-talking, and you're like, I'm never going to become that. So what the hell did we just have this come to Jesus meeting for about what you gonna do in life? Why you keep reeling people in for their advice? Why you keep reeling people in for their funds, for their investment into you, if you know that your plan is to continuously negative self-talk yourself into not doing anything? Like, that's serious to me, Like, I really don't comprehend how you would do any. Y'all know my kids, they homeschool, and they're done with school, so they're talking, and I'm I live here with them. So Natalie, oh, okay, that's my firecracker as you hear. But long story short, y'all, if you do not believe in yourself, others won't either. And oftentimes we're taught it doesn't matter if anyone else believes in us. It does, because you have to make people trust that you are doing what you say you're doing, number one, that you're capable of what you're saying you're capable of, and that, simply put, you can deliver. So I empower you to go check your delivery system. If you're saying you're the best at it, what are you practicing? What are you comparing it against?